Welcome to another edition of Our Occult City. I'm here with Justin. Bryant.
Yeah. No problem. I get it all the time. Ottawa Expositor.
Yeah, and we're gonna check out another cathedral here today. It's St. Patrick's Basilica, and right now we're in front of the statue. This is kitty corner from the Basilica of Brother Andre.
Kind of hard to see here now in the nighttime, but this is our guy. He's very famous.
He was
here.
like the Benny Hinn of healing during, I don't know, the end of the 19th century, turn of the century kind of deal. I mean, he hung out at St. Joseph's Oratory. And he literally had like St. Joseph's Oratory is on top of the mountain, and you have to like trek way up a ramp to get to it. It's like very spiritual, represents heaven and all that. And he was working there, and there was literally thousands of people in throngs coming to him to get healed. And I don't know if he was for real or not, but he was a very tiny man that was larger than life.
He has a very strong history here, very well known in Montreal. We'll get you a better picture up closer, but it is back here. You can see the green steeple. Yep, and that's it. And we're going to go inside and we're going to show you all the symbolism within it.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to add before we do it?
No, let's get to it.
Let's get going.
All right, so we're in the foyer here of the St. Patrick's Basilica, and we're off to the races.
Oh, show them the 42-year celebrating of the Pillars Trust Fund.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they got the 42 years.
That's normal. People always celebrate their 42 years.
Always.
Special, you know.
42, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the number of letters in the name of God, supposedly. And those are rose petals, I guess, eh?
You betcha. Hope, gratitude, love, charity, all those good feelings.
Yeah. Huh. I guess it's all the intention, eh?
It's always about the intention.
Yeah, this one puts Mary Queen of the World to shame. It's incredibly ornate. It's a very beautiful church.
It is.
Actually, this edition of Occult City is kind of personal. Yeah, my father passed away in the spring, and his funeral service was right in this church, because of course we're Irish, right? Yeah, the ritual that went down, if you have eyes to see,
Yeah.
it's kind of scary and disconcerting, you know, like they have this big funeral ritual around my dad's soul. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. It's not like you can get up and stop the mass, though, so like everything else, you have to go along to get along.
Yeah.
This world is ruled by Satan. Yeah. This one looks a lot more like a whale. The other one, it's got the ribs. They have to make them awe-inspiring, you know, that's what governments, emperors, churches do. They build really big, overpowering monuments. So it looks awe-inspiring, so you'll stay in their religion, right? dad got during the service. They put his urn here. Because now they even Catholics. I mean, it's not supposed to be Catholics cremate their dead. I don't think so. I think they're supposed to bury them. But now it's becoming like ergonomically correct, like ecologically correct to burn your ashes. You know, don't first donate your organs to science and then burn your ashes after. So they put the table here on this X. They put it next to my mother. The urns together, and they have their funeral mass. And first, the priest does his first service here. Then he does it at that pulpit there with the phoenix on it. Zoom into the phoenix up.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. Of course, it had to be somewhere, but right in the podium, I mean, that's...
Yeah.
Just to show you, I mean, this is incredibly elaborate. Like, even if you know all the symbolism behind it, it's hard not to get lost in the frivolous nature of the architecture and the decoration. And as you can see up here, IHS.
Yeah, it looks like the altar kind of looks like Petra, that ancient city in the Middle East.
Oh yeah,
It's like
it does look
Petra.
like Petra. Absolutely.
There you got the dollar sign right there.
More.
The serpent. And there's the Ave Maria.
Ave Maria. There you go.
Yeah, the IXXI. They run this city. They always did and always will. Yeah, then for the last station of the Mass, the priest stood at that altar there, spoke in a high language, and spoke in glowing terms of the Vatican and Pope Francis and all this stuff. And of course, my father was he worked for he helped serve the church for his entire life, and at one point he actually told me he was an atheist. I don't think when he died, he let down all his guard for the first time in his life. You know, he always walked around with a suit of armor on, this big, armored. Very hard to get to know this guy. When in the last moment of his life, he let down all that guard, man. He was just so full of love. And it was like the first time I ever seen him like that. I just hope that the ritual they performed here did not usher his soul into the wrong place. I don't know. I guess it's all in the intention, though.
There's always a way back out of the hole.
Yeah.
It's the only thing more powerful.
See at the bottom of this chandelier, there's actually a cube cross.
Yeah.
See it? It's an unsplayed cube cross.
There's a bull at this window with wings.
Where?
The fourth
Right there?
Yeah. Down below Peter's feet, or whoever that is. Probably John. And here in the center of our big steeples. We have St. Patrick with his X sash. Who needs Jesus when you can have a big statue of a man, eh?
Yeah, that's a good point, Justin. I noticed there's absolutely no Jesus in here. Like, he's a footnote, like he was in René Dumont. I mean, there is Jesus in here, but the Jesus that they're depicting is a false Jesus. Look at it. It's the Basilica Pisces. Like, it's total, the womb.
On either side, we have the same symbol, the tassels. I believe that's Mary in the center. That's our Isis, yeah, with her gold, white, and blue. Also over here, as we find in every church with their own signature way of doing it, is your quote-unquote Ave Maria / IXXI. And like I've shown before, like we've shown before, that IXXI is everywhere. Just in their own different forms. And then up here with our cubic cross. And hanging from the chandelier, which is attached to an IHS. And that symbolizes the Jesuit order. The Latin is Jesus hominum sanctis, I believe. Exalted man, Jesus. But it is the Jesuit order symbol, showing their presence. Right in the center.
Of the sun thing?
Yes. Yeah.
Is it Phoenix there?
Yeah, it's an upside down one. Same one that you see underneath the Mary Rendemond. You got them going up in one place and down in the other. So here's one thing that we noticed in Mary Rendemond, the other basilica. The Mary is where it starts for the first station of the cross. And that was the exact same thing, showing you need to go through Mary to get to Jesus.
On this side on the left hand of the Father, we have the shrine to Mary. The altar to Mary. You'll never believe what's at the top of this.
Yeah, hey?
This right in that circle up there.
Yeah.
You have to get back to the church, but you'll see it. It's very clear as day.
I noticed on top, I can't get...
That's the Tetragrammaton.
Yeah, what it looks like to me right now is a torch that's in the center of the triangle. But it's hard to make out, it's a little bit too far up. But the light in the center of the triangle. The recurring theme.
Factor in that this place is built and run by the Jesuits, right?
Absolutely.
IXXI is their symbol. IXXI is 9/11. So here at the 11th station of the cross, Jesus is nailed to the cube. And at the 9th station, Jesus falls for the 3rd time. Funny thing about that, like during 9/11 with all those falling people coming out of the buildings, like some occult-minded thinkers were thinking that the whole thing symbolized falling from 11 to 9 and skipping 10, which is God, the I-O, the 1-O. And then with the 10th station here, he's stripped of his garments. You know, he's naked. That might symbolize purity. You know, like you strip off all your man-made, all your worldly possessions, and you're just naked, like you came in
One thing I noticed is that they spent a lot more time, or a lot more decoration on these Stations of the Cross than I've seen in most of the others. This is very, very, very prominent within here.
Yeah, the Irish are very devout.
Yeah. Say what you will, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Yeah. I much more prefer the way they built churches then than now.
Yeah. They're so bland now, you know?
So ugly.
Now it's just, I mean, you gotta take a look at this.
A lot of occult symbolism. It's very beautiful.
One must appreciate their ability to,
Yeah, the craftsmanship.
you know, like when I first came in here, I mean, knowing, I've seen all these symbols in all the other churches, but each one, you know, is just as breathtaking as the next, you know? It's really something in Montreal.
So you got the chalice there with the host coming out of it. The host represents the sun. The chalice is the cup of filth, the human condition. Then when you look up, you got Jesus, who is obsessed with hearts. He's always got a heart.
Always has a heart in these churches.
As you saw earlier at the top, these Petra type things at the altar, you have the triangular cyclops with a heart, a flaming heart in the middle of it. You can either have an eye in the middle of that or a heart. Left side's the feminine principle, and the right side is the masculine principle. You got all the masculine kind of deities and saints carved into the palace or whatever it is. Like on the right side is Mary, all dedication to Mary, and then on the left side it's all a dedication to the Jesuits. So you'll usually find Ignatius Loyola carved in there. That's not Ignatius right there, but it's definitely got to be Jesuit.
And I don't know if it can be seen here, but this whole thing is just littered with roses, symbolizing your Rosicrucian symbology.
Also, the symbol for the flower for the UK is the rose.
That is true.
We're talking Ireland here.
Yep.
Yeah, we were checking out all the occult symbols in the Parliament buildings, the Parliament shooting hoax and all that. And you can see the whole thing's like built like a cathedral. And it's all, every statue, every carving you see is a dedication to war. And the same thing happens in these churches. Most of the churches that I go into here, the stained glass windows are all dedicated to the First World War, the Second World War, all the soldiers that died for our country to further the banksters' interests or the globalist agenda or the Illuminati. But they put them on the windows.
Yeah, you know, you're absolutely right. I saw the same thing in Mary Rendemont.
Yeah, same thing.
It's the exact same thing. They have a tribute to the war guys.
Yeah.
And sure enough, here we are. It's a little hard to make out, so I'll just read it out for you. To the 75 brave lads of St. Patrick's who died in the Great War. Restored in memory of Henry Brendan Ellis. One thing I find very, very interesting, it's like there's more dedication to people, and the people who are putting up statues of people, than there is any dedication to Jesus here. You know?
I mean, not to say that everybody in here, everybody that comes to church is not a real Christian. You know, they don't have the Holy Spirit in them.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're just discussing the material aspect of the building.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be fair, like, nobody knows anybody's hearts, you know? But at the same time, it's easy to be misled when you're in such a place that worships men.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to do much for Jesus.
Yeah. It's mind control instead of spiritual fulfillment or enlightenment.
Mm-hmm.
There's that Shroud of Turin.
We do have the Shroud of Turin. That does show Jesus. Well, whatever you want to say about that. Because
I don't know about that.
I've seen multiple scientific things that, like, it's a hoax.
Yeah. Probably. He didn't have a beard.
Yeah. They said he shouldn't have had.
Against Jewish law, right?
Same thing with the long hair like that.
Yeah.
Also, he was much more Semitic looking than this guy with the big, long, skinny nose.
Yeah, he looks British or something.
He looks like he's white. Yeah.
That's true. And the whole beard thing, like, that's all Venus worship. When they put a beard on a deity, that usually symbolizes a comet.
Yeah.
So here we are in the vestibule where, like, say you're getting married or something, or you need counsel from the priest, you come in here. Special little room. And no Christian room would be complete without the crucifix.
The Corpus Christi,
See the position of his fingers, they're in that I would need your heart position again.
Yeah.
And then, weirdly enough, like, this is like shows the real pagan nature, the superstitious nature of the church. And here you have all these trinkets in a box, and they actually have like bones, eh? Of saints and stuff.
Yeah. This one up here is St. Patrick. This, folks, is a bone of St. Patrick.
Really? Yeah.
It's a fragment of the bone.
It's somehow divine because there's a bone from his material body. Yeah, that's supposed to make it more divine.
Yes.
Up at St. Joseph's Oratory, they actually have a golden box with Brother Andre's heart in it. Like, they cut his heart out of his breast and somehow pickled it so it would stay in this box. Like, it's really morbid.
You know when Jesus said, you can't bury the bones of your loved ones? Yeah, that's probably what he meant, Yeah. They took this, they interpreted it very well. But, I mean, as you can see, this is just, like, these, like, usually when you see these little things here, they're pendants. And that star that you can see, hopefully it'll zoom, there you go, on the star, are like bone fragments and stuff. Really is, I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking creepy. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but this reads, Piece of Bone of St. Patrick. And there it is through the glass. Sorry guys, it's a bit shaky. But this is what makes this place a basilica rather than a cathedral.
See that?
Now, I remember learning that it's a basilica is a cathedral with relics, and in this case, the relic, at least the major one, is the piece of bone of St. Patrick. So it seems to be the most decorated, but there is plenty of that. Where that came from, as you can see right here, these are all pieces of bones or parts of different things, of different people, different saints. There's a bunch of the martyrs here. And this is actually bone right there, like a big chunk of bone. And that, these people, Saint Zeno, two bones of the companions of Saint Zeno. So like, we don't even know who these people are. Yet their bones is what makes this place sacred, more sacred.
Really, yeah?
Look at this, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, nice little triangular symbolism. Mr. Ralph Rodriguez.
There you go.
So yeah, it's a pretty cool church. That the way that it has a lady playing the organ all day, 9 to 5. So the last segment we did, couldn't hear us. It was her last set before she goes home. So she really let the pipe organ have it. Yeah, I know the people that run the church because my father, like I said, he carried around like a suit of armor everywhere he went, this big front, you know, tough guy front. But during the last, I don't know, 15, 20 years of his life, I guess he kind of repented or something. He didn't admit it to me, but he started actually working for the soup kitchen and catering to street people. I found that very odd because he kind of looked down his nose at me all his life when I was a street kid. And he ends up at the end of his life working for the soup kitchen, pretty much until he died. So yeah. I have a personal relationship with that church. People that run that church are really sweet. So that's our Occult City for today.
Yeah, it was a good one. I gotta say, that was really elaborate. I think that was more elaborate than the Notre Dame.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
There was some stuff in that was, like, the symbolism was very in-your-face, like Mary Rendemont.
Yeah.
But it also had that, like, the beautiful neo-Gothic look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it had a real good mix of elaboration as well as the blatant symbolism. And those relics, because normally those relics are like stowed away somewhere, but these ones were like right there for you to see. Want to take a look at some bones, man? Well, you can go back.
Yeah, let's go look at some bones.
All right.
Like I was in an archaeology, a museum or something.
Yeah. It did have that feel, especially in that room. It was like an exhibit room almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I guess that's about it.
Yeah. PoliceStateRadio, the Ottawa Expositor. It's a pleasure to see you guys.
Share this video, get it out there. My views have been so shit lately, so yeah, please share this video.
We got the clamp down.
Gotta get people from all over the world doing our occult cities in their towns.
I saw a couple of them too. Big Daddy Dunk, I'm pretty sure he did one as well.
Oh, yeah, and Way Rabbit did one on Dallas.
Awesome.
It's really cool. He told me that my occult cities inspired him to do that.
Yeah, like seriously, we should totally do a call out right now. Anybody that would like to do it, trust me, it's not limited to Dallas and Montreal. Like
It's every city.
It is in every single.
Any established city or town even.
Yeah.
Except for Calgary, that's hell.
But you know what though? That's like a big Mormonville too. So that's filled with symbolism as well. I mean, it's like a checkerboard. They have this numbered streets and everything too, right? So I mean, the whole layout of the city in itself. So Calgary is one of them. No, man, you can't go anywhere. So we'd love to see yours. It's all good, bro.
It's all good.
All right.
See you next time.
See you later. Yeah, dude, this was a great idea.
Yeah.
Great idea. Oh, get the fuck out of here.
What? It wasn't recording?
Hold on a sec.